It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means? Tell them, Canada Dry.
Cheap burgers at the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday. Dynamite after dark, baby.
Let's hit it.
Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my occupation. Tell me what's my race. Tell me is it with inflation. Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my race. Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. Tell me all your information. I wanna know.
Bing, bang, boom. That's right. It's Wednesday. Welcome to this week's edition of Dynamite After Dark. I am, of course, one of your hosts. I'm the one that gives you the auditory orgasms. Spreads worldwide. JFB, James from Boston.
This is not just Dynamite after dark.
Oh,
It's also known as Dad. It's also known as Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that ginger bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry, baby.
I got it right there. Smooth.
Like butter.
We're joined, of course, by this gentleman over here. You might know him as better than your boyfriend. I refer
You
to
know what
him.
else you know him as? Client number 73 on Backstage.com.
It's Ryan Rich.
Hello, one and all. Hello, gents. Lovely to see you this evening.
Now, how has your life changed before you went to Backstage.com since you've been using the service?
How has my life changed?
Yes.
You can't put words into how much my life has changed. I am one with the gift of gab, and I am left speechless.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how good Backstage.com is.
Ooh, damn. We got to get them back. Got to get them back for our sponsorship.
Well, they're around. We're just slacking.
Right below us. He's the general manager of Mayhem for AFW.
And that's his ring right behind him. That's his ring. He
That's his
owns
ring.
that ring.
He owns that ring. It's in his backyard.
It is.
He tosses his kids like Darby Allin got tossed today.
He's like, I'm Lance Archer and you are Darby Allin.
Even I wouldn't do that to my kid, okay?
We're joined by GM Joe.
What is up, gentlemen? How are we doing this fine Wednesday evening?
I am doing all right.
Okay, I got a question for y'all.
Sam Adams. Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. So we were talking about, when parents used to get kids to go out and get their own Switch so they could get a whooping.
Yeah.
I've done that before, yep.
Did you guys have to get your Switches?
Yep.
Did they send you out to pick a nice stick?
Yeah, and if you didn't get a good enough one, you got extra lickings.
Yep.
How many times did this happen to you, Rich?
I don't know. I can only count how many fingers and toes I have. So
So there's a lot. What about you, JP?
Once or twice. I was generally.
You were a good kid.
I was.
What about you, GM Joe?
Oh, once. I learned real quick.
Now, do you think this is still happening? Because this idea
No,
is
absolutely not.
This idea is so foreign to me.
How long ago was it when Adrian Peterson got busted for beating his kid with a Switch? That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
There you go. So some people are still doing it, just not getting caught.
I'm just saying, I'm from the heart of Kentucky, and I can almost guarantee you that there are still kids out there picking their own Switches.
Yep. There's probably one right now.
So, yeah, this came up because someone ordered something off of Temu.
Yeah.
And they thought it was a Nintendo Switch. It was a Switch with a Nintendo logo on it.
I saw that.
That's so awesome. Temu. Can't go wrong. Cheap.
That sounds like
Of
a
course,
Friday
of
night.
course, we have our friend Caleb here.
Yeah, Caleb.
And our other friend Noob.
What's up, guys?
We like to call him.
It was like Canada Dry. That Timu story sounds like more power and knowledge on Friday nights that more you learn.
Yeah.
Do we have it here?
You love the synergy
The
of
knowledge
the
of power moment, right?
All right, guys, let's get crack-a-lacking here. We start off with a bang. Bang, bang, cowboy style. That's right. Hangman Page comes out. He's going to be taking on Claudio Castagnoli. Here's some of my notes. I'm not a big Hangman Page fan. I'm just really not. I mean, the guy can't cut a promo.
Me either. I hate it. Of course, I got this. I think I got this in one of my AEW crates when I was ordering it.
Oh, okay. So, the guy can't cut a promo to save his life, but that guy's got a strut about him when he walks to the ring. Like, it's a determined, I'm going to destroy whoever is in my way. He's not waiting for Claudio. Claudio walks right in the ring. He went right after him. I like the small intricacies of wrestling is what I love the most. And one of them was Hangman no-selling Claudio's chops, and then Claudio actually looking like he feared for his life. It's those idiosyncrasies. That's a great wrestler to be able to make that expression. Claudio basically dictating speed and aggression. He's just toying with Hangman at this point. But double buckshot by Adam Page gives him the win. Canada Dry, your thoughts? First match.
I was entertained by this match. I thought they had some good flow. I think that once in a while, not once in a while, but at least once, I think Castagnoli should screw himself over.
Yeah.
By hitting the ref with his swing.
Yeah.
And then you could have some shenanigans in it. He ends up losing because he screwed himself over.
I agree with that.
Another thought that I had was if you get Seth Rollins and Hangman Adam Page and you change their heads,
yeah,
it's still the same guy.
It is.
Their bodies are like identical.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Hangman's Adam Page, it's Seth Rollins and vice versa.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. All right, Ryan Rich, your thoughts? First match.
I thought it was a good match. It was I'm just not a Claudio fan, so I enjoyed seeing him take the pin. That was fun.
Yeah.
He's 1-1 this year, Rich.
Yeah, I think maybe the match was like 5 minutes too long. I think if it would have been a little shorter and captured a little bit more of the lightning in the bottle of it, it would have been more enjoyable. But it was a good opening match.
Yeah,
that's a good name for a wrestler.
What's that?
Lightning in a bottle. Blah blah
blah. And Hangman Page's mustache is immaculate. That thing is full in now. It's bulky. If you get a good look at it, I'm like, that's a damn good mustache.
It is a good mustache. It's actually funny. I pose a question within this show.
So, in other words, you mustache ask the question.
Yes. Who has the best mustache? The Young Bucks, Randy Orton's mustache, or Roderick Strong's mustache? Canada Dry, you go first.
Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I did see someone out in the world today.
Yeah.
That had like the curly mustache.
Oh, I love it.
And I was like, that guy's got a girl tied up to a train track somewhere. Like it's crazy when you see that. But yeah, I do like the Young Bucks new look. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. Lord Ryan Rich, your favorite mustache?
It's hard not to go with the Young Bucks after they just debuted them tonight. Like, I was like, well, don't we look slick, gentlemen?
Now, careful, let's not reveal why they were.
I didn't say anything.
Yep. All right, GM Joe.
Oh, I'm going with Young Bucks too. But to me, it just screams we're douchebags. Deal with it.
Yeah. Oh,
But doesn't that what mustaches always do?
Not all of them, no. Because I will tell you, in the WWE, Bobby Roode had a very thick and full mustache that was just a commanding presence. Like you couldn't talk anything about it.
Yeah.
Jeffy, have you ever had a mustache?
No.
Just a mustache?
No. Always had.
You've done it, Rich?
Oh yeah.
I did it when I was in the Marines. I had to. I wasn't allowed anything besides.
So you went with the stash?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've gone sash. I've done handlebars. I've done all kinds of stuff, bro.
I've done it where I'm shaving like my beard off, and then like I'm gonna be Hulk Hogan for 5 minutes, brother. And then I shave it off.
I've done like the goatee before. I've done all kinds of stuff.
I used to have the goatee with the sideburns.
Yeah.
I think for Halloween next year, I'm gonna get the black like Hogan, and then I'm gonna dye it blonde right here.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. All right. GM Joe, your thoughts on the first match?
I really enjoyed this match. It's just two big guys just showing off their power and just hitting each other.
Hold on. Caleb could not resist.
Who wants to ride a mustache?
It would have been better if he would have said Mustache Mountain, honestly.
Yes.
But
well, he's the mustache ride king.
Yeah, he is. I mean, technically, he is. That's why we love you, Caleb. That's why we love you, brother.
But yeah, I enjoyed the match. It was fun. I enjoy watching two big guys just catching each other in midair and slinging everyone around. It was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it served its purpose. We go to a flashback about Brody Lee, and they start showing a video of AEW's his tenure in AEW. So, I want to go share our favorite Brody Lee moments, whether it's an interview he's done or whatever. Everybody share with the world your favorite Brody Lee moment, Canada Dry.
I find this is a little bit hard because his death was how long? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Was it 2 or 3?
3.
It
seems like so long ago, but yeah, he didn't really get to wrestle in the live crowds, did he? Not too much.
Not much, no.
No. Yeah, I think it would have to be him pinning Cody Rhodes for the TNT Championship. Cody said that you could hear his heart racing because he was so excited to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Ryan Rich.
I mean, that's Canada Dry. That's a great one. I'll go differently. I'm going to say all of the stuff that he did on BTE.
Yeah.
That was comedy gold. It's what made the Dark Order into what the Dark Order was going to be even after he tragically passed on. And that's going to be some of my favorite memories of Brody Lee forever is him throwing papers at Uno and John Silver.
Not just throwing papers, smacking
them. Yeah, that too.
He made that group so legit when they had no business being legit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely. GM Joe.
I'm going to go with his last match ever where he dropped the title back to Cody in that collar match.
Yeah.
That dog collar match. I absolutely loved it.
That was a very good match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 dog collar matches mine as well. It was a fitting way for a man to go out. And that was, even though he lost, he was still the better wrestler in that ring that night. I mean, you just could tell there was just something about him. My second.
Sorry. I was going to say, honorable mention I have is in the WWE, his little mini feud with Randy Orton towards the end of the Wyatt family time.
Yeah, absolutely. And mine is
didn't he have a title run there shortly?
He was an Intercontinental Champion. He was tag champions.
Yep.
Yes, he had the IC belt. I thought he did.
Yeah.
It was a short run, right?
Yeah. Yeah. My other one is during the tribute that showed pictures of him and his family, and to see just the pure, unadulterated joy of being with the people you love is just powerful. Like, and JFB, he has no problem crying. I was in tears. I was just shedding tears like crazy. So
Now, Jeffy, I know that you do not like the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I do not, no.
I also do not like them,
Which makes us best friends forever.
but I also hate your hockey team. So,
Yeah, you know.
but Edge and Brody Lee both love the Toronto Maple Leafs, and
Oh, yeah.
I think I can appreciate two bros just like broing out over their hockey team. I think it's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So we go to our first. We go to our first tag match. It is an 8-man tag. Here's the following people involved: Preston Vance, Orange Cassidy, Dustin Rhodes, and the formerly known as Edge, taking on Brian Cage, Lance Archer, and the Gates of Agony.
I want to just show quickly Jeremy's comment.
Yep, that was another good one.
Versus Sig was freaking amazing. Yeah, Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah, like it's like he's a big man who has no right to be able to do like what he would do in the ring.
God, yeah, absolutely.
I also loved in WWE when you saw his eyes just get wide like that.
Oh yeah,
he did that well.
Like
he did that amazingly.
Like his charisma is like unmatched in like his comedic timing that he has, especially like Ryan Rich says on BTE, like it's just so perfect.
Yeah. Or playing the Vince McMahon character eating the steak, that was gold.
Yes. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's my notes from the 8-man tag match. I call this not an 8-man tag match, but a hodgepodge match. So Tony Khan has this really cool device, and we know because we're good friends with Tony Khan. Tony Khan's got this great device called the Randomizer 6000. And what you do is you put a quarter in and you pull down the arm like a slot machine, and it spits out cards. That's exactly how they came up with these 8 guys to wrestle. Best quote of the night was from Taz, who said, "Cage has a neck the size of most people's thighs." Lots of mayhem, lots of action. Shit's got real. Okay. When Jake the Snake Roberts will get involved, and it was great to see the Snake.
I marked out so much for Jake hitting him.
Yeah. And I'm like, shit's real, because Jake Roberts is like, yeah, I'll do a bump or two, like that's how Jake is.
You know who I'd love to see Jake deck?
Who?
Ric Flair.
That would be so awesome. And then, of course, screw teammates, says Cage and Archer as they start going after each other. Oh, good Lord. Let's go Lord Ryan Rich this time.
Yeah, I think it was a fun match to watch. I love Orange Cassidy. He got beat up real good this match.
Yeah, he
did. They took him to the whipping post there for a minute, and I was like, good God, my international champion's getting his ass whooped.
But that's what
it was cool. I liked the pad thing that Preston had that said Brody on it.
Yeah.
I thought that he would be the one to get the pin too.
Yeah.
It made sense for why they're doing the match and everything else. And for the amount of, I feel like they got a lot of love from the crowd afterwards too. So that was really cool to see. Overall, a good match.
Yeah. GM Joe.
Yeah, it was a hectic, chaotic match. You guys know I love chaos.
Yeah.
This is like, you can't keep track of who's legal.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing out of this, and it's towards the end of the show, but they flashed it quick, we're getting a 6-man tag match, ROH tag match between Gates of Agony and Cage versus Archer and
Righteous.
The Righteous.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Is that on Collision or Battle of the Belts?
It went so fast I didn't catch it.
It doesn't matter. We'll be talking about it on Saturday.
Yeah, it's Collision is what it is. Let's go with Canada Dry.
So I was relieved to see earlier today, Brian Cage had posted his bump that he took. Was that on Collision, GM Joe?
For what? I'm sorry?
A bump that Cage took that looked really bad.
I think so.
I think it was Collision, right?
Believe so, yes.
Yeah, I was relieved to see that he was okay. But he had a bruise, just like it was gigantic. In that bump he took.
Yeah.
And thus he had tape all over the place.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, Cage was good. I enjoyed the interaction between him and Archer. So like to lead up to what Joseph was talking about.
Yeah.
And I like that this could possibly be a reset for Lance Archer.
Yeah.
Like get him out of that group.
Yeah.
He does not belong there. There's lots of guys you can put there instead of him.
Yeah.
Like actually Latinos.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is a good chance to reset Lance Archer.
Yeah. I think the problem with Lance Archer has always
Lance Archer. Preston Vance.
Oh, Preston Vance. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, it could go either way for both.
Yeah, Lance Archer as well.
Yeah, but the thing we have to, when it comes to Archer and when it comes to Preston Vance, they're wrestlers without an island. Like it's like we don't know how to incorporate them into a storyline. And that was the same way with Archer in New Japan through his entire run in New Japan. It just
but Preston Vance in the faction, I can't say their name, but
LFI.
Yeah, LFI. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It never makes sense. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
That's looking. There's lots of Latinos you can put in LFI.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what? I think Preston Vance, is just hard to pigeonhole him into, is this guy good enough to be the international champion? Or is he good enough to be the TNT? I don't think they know what
I think he would be a good, like they need to, how, sometimes they have understudies in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Someone tagging along with someone. He'd be a good guy to do that with some, they don't need a faction sometimes. You just need someone to have their own sidekick.
Yeah.
Like Miz and Mizdow.
Yeah. Just to have someone be there, and Mizdow, he got over there. So you can get over being a sidekick.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Renee's in the back. She's with Bullet Club. Undisputed, according to Jay White. I call him Jay because, we're personal friends. Undisputed isn't the only one.
Someone has a question.
My trip was fan-freaking-tastic. I relaxed. I communed with nature. I dealt with crazy dogs. I was with my beloved. It was awesome. It was awesome. So,
and I guess Ayaka had a beef with you, Joe. They're apologizing.
I don't even remember.
I know, but they had a beef with you.
Thank you.
So they be beefing. The Acclaim come out and want to create a super faction, Scissor Club. So
the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Please don't call it that. That is so dumb.
That is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Are you serious? The Bang Bang.
What do you think of that, JP?
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
I love it. I love that name.
Okay, but you have a chance to have a cool, legit Bullet Club, and you call it the Bang Bang Scissor Gang instead.
Well, to be fair, there's definitely a double entendre meaning behind that. So,
right.
I would be okay with it. I really would.
So you're ditching the Bullet Club and just calling Bang Bang?
Yeah, call them the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I love it. Heck yeah. Let's do it. Write it up, Tony Khan. Damn it. Candace Dry, what did you think of this interview with Renee Paquette?
I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid. Okay. I think it's juvenile. I think that you call it the Bullet Club Gold, and everyone just falls in line, and they run roughshod over all of the AEW. But I think they're going to go the other way and be the fun, just make everyone look goofy and I guess get Jay White over with the fans because he has no charisma.
Yeah. They're going to WWE-fy it is what they're going to do. So, Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts?
I thought it was funny. Bang Bang Scissor Gang is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're trying to figure out something to do. They're going to have something to do with the Undisputed Kingdom, it sounds like. Because they're trying. That's why they're building. That's why they're thinking about combining anyways.
Yeah.
So
I think that if they still everyone wore the Bullet Club shirts and called themselves that, I think it would be okay. Kind of like a secondary name.
I mean, maybe.
I'm okay with it.
If it's got scissors on the back of the shirt and it says bang, bang,
if we don't get a shirt with the finger gun and the scissors on it.
Oh yeah, you can have both of them on there. What you do? You have a pistol with a scissors taped on.
You make them the bayonet is what you do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just taped on.
God, I love you guys. Jim Joe, what are your thoughts?
Kenneth Hijra, you said it was immature. You see who's in this? It's the Bullet Club, who have always been a group of immature guys, and Billy Gunn of DX.
I'm okay with that, just as long as like you're ruining like a good name that Tony Khan probably paid a lot of money for.
I don't know if Tony Khan paid a lot of money for.
I think there's something going on there that to use that.
I think it's just the working relationship allows them to use the name Bullet Club.
I think there's probably some money changing hands.
There's probably some sort of a percentage of compensation that New Japan gets.
Yeah, for shirts and stuff.
From the shirt for use of the term. I'm sure, but nonetheless, it probably came about because they have a good working relationship. So
yeah, okay. We get Samoa Joe. So great to say AEW World Champion Samoa Joe. So he used to be the king of TV. Now he is the king of AEW because this man holds the crown and sits upon the throne.
Or maybe he's the king of the world.
I mean, he's king of the world. Yeah.
Samoa Joe is king of whatever he wants to be king of.
Damn freaking right. Anyways, tonight's changes to protocol of challenges. No whining is allowed. I like that. I like that rule. I like that law. Your credentials is what will speak for you if you want to take on Samoa Joe, but you have to go through the Championship Commission, which is, of course, the randomizer 6,000.
Yep.
Tony Khan. And this guy that follows Tony Khan around that's constantly drunk, and he's like, "Oh, we're best friends." Woo! When you get the shot, he'll be waiting, and then Swerve's music hits, and the crowd popped. And out comes Swerve, and he comes into the ring. He goes face to face with Samoa Joe. He goes face to face with the champion. He says, "Hey, what I had with Paige wasn't personal. I needed to get his spot. And it's the same with you, Joe. It's not personal. I just want that championship." And you felt like, yeah, he really freaking wants this. Like, it's burning a hole in his soul that he's got to get this out. Then we get, oh, God. So someone in the back thought it'd be a great idea to give one of the worst promo guys in AEW a microphone. Out comes Hangman Page. Oh, God.
AKA Seth Rollins clone.
He's going to call his shot. Am I the only one? Can we raise our hands if we're in agreement? Hangman Page's title reign was the worst title reign in AEW history.
I mean,
that's something we're going to get into on Sunday because we're going to be doing good take or what was it?
Hot take
or bad take.
Yeah.
I mean, that may be true, but to be fair, there's only like 5 title reigns.
Yeah. So what we're going to, I don't want to cover this too much because we're going to talk about this on Sunday.
Okay. So he comes out. He's been beaten twice by Swerve. I don't know why this is still a thing. And then randomizer 6,000 in the back decided to pop out another name, and it goes by the name of Hook.
Well, that's from Collision.
Yeah, that's from Collision.
I get it. But he used a randomizer on Collision. I mean, like he's
23-1.
He's 28-1.
Yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't matter.
But that plays into the whole Joe's credentials and record. He says bring your credentials and your record
It also plays into Twitter.
Yeah.
Worse.
He made a comment of,
One,
I love that too. And he's like, stop making your hoe ass comments on social media. I'm outside.
Oh my God. Yeah. Anyways.
Samoa Joe.
Let's
Yeah,
go
do you mind
with-
if I go first, Jiffy?
Yeah, you go first.
First off, let me say that new AEW championship
Mm-hmm.
is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
You got the side plates on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those
Samoa
Joe
Joe.
side
I think this makes the belt even better.
Look, as much as I love custom title belts, and I grew to like MJF's Burberry belt,
Yeah.
like just the black strap makes everything pop so much better.
I enjoyed the Burberry belt, but I love the black strap with the side plate even more.
Yeah.
And I love the storytelling that they're setting up with these three people coming out for this moment.
Yeah.
You got Samoa Joe's victim number 1 and Hook coming out.
Yeah.
You got Samoa Joe's victim number 2 and Hangman coming out.
Yeah.
And you got the next AEW World Champion in Swerve coming out. I don't know if they'll have more victims in between that, but I love the way they did that to set up Samoa Joe's title reign.
Yeah. And here's the thing, just to piggyback on top of yours, I could not agree with that statement anymore. If I did, my head would explode.
Yeah.
Like it was, I can't agree. That is a beautiful title reign, and you can make it last and spread those matches out as long as you want, and just let it.
But
roll.
I think does he win it at Revolution?
I don't think he wins it at Revolution.
Because he made the call. I don't know if he's speaking on his own kind of to prompt Tony Khan.
I will tell you this: the Samoa Joe is going to drop that title to Swerve at All In. You save it.
That's a long ways away.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Builds it.
I think it's a shorter title reign.
You're going to have 80,000 plus people that are going to absolutely erupt. You can't buy investors with anything better than that. Like
that's so long.
I mean, I understand that, but I think it's going to be Ospreay at All In that's going to get the big moment.
I don't know.
And so Ospreay is officially a AEW wrestler now.
Not quite. He has two more matches with New Japan.
Yeah,
or one or two more matches with New Japan. Then he's coming to AEW full time.
Yep, absolutely.
So, but he's officially can wrestle at AEW anytime he wants. But
yeah, and what's going to be really interesting is Tama Tonga said end of January is his last time in New Japan. He wants to move to America and be close to his family. Guys, unless you're a Japanese wrestling fanatic, you have no idea what you're in for. Tama Tonga is a freaking machine.
now, do you put him in the bloodline or do you bring him to AEW?
It depends on where if he goes to. I think if he goes to AEW, he'd be a good Bullet Club Gold member. He wasn't a founding member of the Bullet Club in New Japan.
Yeah.
So
can you get both members
into the
of
bloodline
GOD
or
over there?
Bullet Club?
Can you get both members of GOD over there? Because then that would be sick.
No, because Tongaloa is still signed on for at least another year. And then now Hikuleo is an interesting abject.
Because he was rumored to go to WWE like during the fall.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for the fact of the day?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Whoops, that's the wrong one. Aaron's more handsome than Kenny Omega.
That's an awesome stat, bro.
I didn't say it.
Hey, no, take it up when you can, man.
Yeah, book him if you got him.
That's all you got to do.
I just want to say, I know this is a little off topic, but like New Japan has the potential to lose a lot of talent in like this next month and a half.
Oh yeah,
it's scary how many people are not.
But there's a lot of guys coming in like Riddle and
yeah, but like you're losing like the War Dogs. You're losing a lot of Bullet Club guys.
Yeah.
I mean, even Okada is a free agent.
Yeah.
He could potentially leave New Japan.
Yeah. I mean, Hikuleo right now, is on a show-to-show contract. His contract technically is up.
I don't think Okada's going anywhere.
Ooh.
We'll see.
I will say this. Naming Tanahashi the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling might just be the thing that pushes Okada away.
Are they bitter enemies?
He does not like Tanahashi. He understands Tanahashi's place as he is the ace. He is Mr. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, he's your entry. He's your gateway into that whole world of Japanese professional wrestling. But he doesn't like Okada for some reason. So they both have a beef. I don't think it's like a big beef, but it might be enough for Okada to say, I'm going to see what I can do in AEW,
Or WWE.
or WWE. I can't see him going to WWE.
Okada in WWE. Unless you get him to in a faction with Shinsuke, maybe, I don't know.
Oh God, no.
What if he's like the male Asuka?
I mean,
I don't know.
Just in terms of that exciting, different type of Japanese style.
yeah.
Not so much characters or anything, but
I think
like people go friggin' nuts for Asuka.
the only problem with that is I don't know if there's enough talent to go toe to toe with Okada in WWE.
And what's the deal with Ibushi? Is he just like only wrestling part time?
Yes.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hurt both of his ankles in his last match. Had to be rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I heard like he did it like before the match, but the officials made him go out and wrestle anyway.
Yeah.
Like he was injured before the match even started, and they're like, "No, go out."
Okay.
We don't have anyone else.
You better go earn that yen, buddy.
All right, Ryan Rich, your thoughts on the Samoa Joe promo?
Samoa Joe's going to be a fantastic champion.
Oh yeah.
He's ridiculously good on the mic. He's a known entity. He's got star power written all over him. And I did tell you guys that Hangman and Swerve would not be done.
Yeah.
I called it.
You did call
And I think that your main event of Revolution is going to be a three-way for the for the AEW title.
Okay. Okay.
That way, Joe can retain and have face Swerve, and they can kind of simmer that until like Double or Nothing, or All In, or All Out, or who knows?
Yeah. I think it's
I don't think Joe gets a 2-month title reign. That's a waste.
Yeah, absolutely. GM Joe.
Yeah, I enjoyed this Samoa Joe promo, and I love that they're doing what they were doing with MJF, where you're lining up challengers.
Yeah.
Where like it makes for better storytelling, and it's like we have stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I keep doing
I also like that they're making Samoa Joe a marked man now.
Yeah.
Like he's got to watch his back now.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that every?
Oh, they don't always do that. They can have some guy lounging off and just like facing.
I know, but like you just came off the MJF angle where literally everybody was gunning for him. So I think calling him a marked man is just a way of saying, hey, he's the champ now, and now that means you got a bullseye on your back.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
where you go.
I'm just saying they don't always do that properly.
No, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. True.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, Tony Khan likes the long con. He likes the long storyline sometimes. And I think you have to make this an interesting storyline because the inevitability is at the peak of the mountain is going to be Swerve versus Joe, where Swerve wins. And you have to climb. You can't, there's no elevator in Mount Everest.
Okay, so if Joe is a transitional champion, then what do you think about this as the main event for All In? Adam Cole, the Devil, as world champion, taking on MJF.
I think you need to hold that off until the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
I don't think he's going to sit out in 5 months.
All in MJF versus Adam Cole.
I think it's too soon.
You know,
no way.
Honestly,
all in's long enough.
That's 9 months. That's like 9 months in between.
Yeah,
I would flip this. I would flip the script of World's End this year. I'd have Adam Cole standing tall, and then MJF shows up. He doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be revealed as anything, but that should be the first time we see him this year as World's End.
Oh, wow.
He makes his mark. He's like, I'm coming for you, Adam Cole.
That's a lot of money to pay him to sit on the bench for a whole
year.
I
don't want to see.
No, the rumor, he's really banged up. He may be out for that long with surgeries and
Yeah,
everything.
if that's the case,
then, that's perfect. But
exactly.
Yeah, but if he's ready to go, you got to bring him out.
Oh, absolutely. But
yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be or not.
So. Well, let's just knock on wood that he is okay and can get back as soon as he can.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember too that, we still don't know. I mean, we still don't know if he's technically with AEW.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
That plays a part in it. All right. Renee is in the back with Tony Storm. Oh, Tony Storm just said the name Wendy Richter.
Yes,
that was gold.
James went.
The way she looked, she was Wendy Richter.
Well, you know the story behind that, right? After World's End, she was doing her scrum, and people were very much implying that Mercedes Moné was coming in, and they were asking her, like, who do you want to face? She's like, I want to face this world-renowned, famous woman. I want Wendy Richter.
Well, she said, I want the best that money can buy or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Wendy
it was something
Richter.
to that.
Yeah, she said Monet in there before she said Wendy Richter.
They need to bring Wendy Richter in for a Dynamite or a Collision.
That would be awesome.
They need Wendy Richter on the show now.
Oh, God. I mean, they mentioned her twice. I mean,
Yeah, they need to bring her in.
Yeah.
Give her a nice payday.
You're like.
Well, Tony Khan don't mind spending money to bring people in. So
yeah, bring in Wendy frickin' Richter.
Bring in Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah.
No.
I would love to see Tony Storm talk shit to Fabulous Moolah. I would die.
Oh yeah, I want some shit talking about
God bless you.
Or
a couple
like
of
100 Blaze or somebody. That would be fun. Like somebody who's like an icon. That would be fun.
Oh, man.
I want to know what Joe was trying to tell us with that sneeze.
I don't know.
It was a sneeze.
3-2-1. God bless you. Anyways, match number 3, Sammy Guevara versus Ricky Starks. Here's some of my sparse amount of notes. Am I the only one?
AIs. We got the real Wendy Richter sitting at home.
Jeff on TVT's on the case.
Am I the only one who is not stoked about this match? Like, I feel like I should because it's going to help the storyline along when they drop the belts to the Le Sex Gods. Because Sammy Guevara is a dad now, and he's got to start making championship money. So, I mean, we know it's going to happen, but I was not stoked for this match. It was pretty evenly matched throughout the entire thing. I'm really surprised Starks ate the loss, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, it looked like he was knocked out at the end.
It did look like he was knocked out.
He looked like he took that kick and he just
I think it was still a plan for him to lose, though, because
yeah,
I don't know if it was or not, but he didn't look good because he stayed down on that mat for a long time after that 3 count.
Yeah, that's true. So, Canada Dry, your thoughts? Third match.
I enjoyed this. I don't remember these two ever facing each other. You guys, have they faced each other at all before? I don't remember it.
I don't know.
Mostly,
if they did, it may have been when Ricky Starks was first getting into AEW.
Talk about a Dallas dream match here, right? He's sitting there like, oh.
Put Hook in there, and geez, I don't know if he'd make it. Have a heart attack.
But you're going to kill Dally.
Get the lobe.
Hey, JFD, that's not the head that would explode, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's why we're Dynamite After Dark. But yeah, I like that these two are very similar body types. Yay! I love that these two are similar body types. They're very, very similar in age.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like these two going against each other. They're both kind of like pitter pattering in their career.
Yeah.
So it's very good comparable. I love that move Ricky Starks did to Sammy on the apron.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Now it's more of like an angel's wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good. But yeah, I enjoyed this match.
All right. Lord Ryan Rich, third match of the night.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. They're both ridiculously talented when it comes to athleticism and in-ring like skill.
Yeah.
So you know that you're gonna get at least 2 or 3 moments throughout the match where you're just like, and it kind of just makes you gasp for a second. I kind of thought that the ending might have been a little wonky because unless your name is like Nick or Matt Jackson, who wins on a super kick?
Yeah.
Like, not many people, but
Shawn
I
Michaels.
do think that it would have been he was going to lose, because I do think that Big Bill and Ricky Starks will retain at Battle of the Belts, and this was setting that up.
Okay. I hope you
Too
die.
bad we don't have a form for that.
GM Joe, your thoughts, third match.
I thought it was a good match, but can I go on a little tangent here? Like the setup, I love this setup at Daly's place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And whoever they have in charge of production now, like the camera angles are so much better than what it used to be. And you could really tell tonight, like just like the way they hold the camera angles, like the record. I don't know what the technical term is, but just the way they shot everything, it felt different tonight.
Yeah.
My Man Series making a big difference back there.
Yeah.
I also want to say that they were very clever with how they brought Jericho out.
Yeah.
To playing the music, they didn't turn it off. They kept it going.
I was going to say this had some serious what was that match? The BCC and was it the Inner Circle or was it the Jericho Appreciation?
Oh, you're talking about when they were playing
where the song was playing the whole time during the match.
Yeah, that was something they like. Well, we can do that. They were just worried that Jericho would get some boos because of some things that were said.
Yeah.
Online, and
Well,
I mean, they were just looking to cover their ass in case.
It reminded me of Homicide back in ECW because his music played throughout the entire match.
Yep.
Every single time.
Yep.
And I loved it.
I will admit, like the thing that I found weird was like the brawl after the match. Like they're following Sammy and you just see him walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Obviously, they have a history because at the end of the match, they went in for a handshake, and then, of course, you know what's going to happen. This is why you don't shake people's hands. Number one, spread of germs. Number two,
do the elbow thing. Remember?
You're going to get shenanigan.
You have to touch weenuses.
Yes, that's like me and Rich.
Yeah.
Touch weenuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Anyways, Statlander, Willow, Anna Jay, Thunder Rosa taking on Saraya, Ruby Soho, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart. Here, there's a smidge of my notes.
Smidge. A smidgen. Well, you're Jewish, so can we say a shtickle of your notes?
Yes. Once again, the randomizer 6,000 decided to pull up 8 people who really weren't doing much around in the backstage other than eating catering and taking selfies. That's how he picked this match. Like there was a few storylines, but for the most part, it just, yeah. I mean, it was, I like the fact that it was good to see Anna Jay, and we were talking about getting reboots. Here's a perfect way to reboot Anna Jay because I think Anna Jay needs to be in that discussion of possible women's world champion.
I think more the TBS champion. Get her on that same line of Julia Hart.
Hey, that's great.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Canada Dry.
It definitely feels like that's what they were doing in this match tonight.
Yeah. So let's go Canada Dry. Your thoughts on the 4th match?
I absolutely love that 8-person suplex.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed it. All the women getting together and huddling and boom, that's just fun.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed this match. They had the Willow taking the head bump in the corner at the beginning. That looked like it was legit but obviously she's okay. But this is a fun match, and it's a good way to set up Anna Jay for the future in the year.
Yeah. Lord Ryan Rich.
I love this match, and I thought there's a special place in my heart for women's wrestling and Daly's place.
Yeah.
Because through the pandemic, some of the women put on some of the best matches AEW's ever seen.
Yeah.
In Daly's place. Like they referred to the unsanctioned Thunder Rosa Britt Baker match. Yeah. I think of the New Year's Eve Smash match with Anna Jay and Ty Mello versus Penelope and the Bunny in that hardcore match. Like,
that was good.
So it has a special place in my heart, and I enjoyed seeing everything. And I just gotta say, there's a lot of ass in that match, dude. There's a whole lot of ass. Damn. But it was cool, and much like Preston, I saw Anna Jay being the one to get the victory tonight. So I was pleased that I was right about that. Great match, fun.
Jim Joe.
So to piggyback off what Lord Ryan Rich said about the women, I don't know if you saw it, but Britt Baker put out a tweet talking about how much she grew during the pandemic time in Daly's place. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's undeniable. I enjoyed this match more than the men's match. Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed that little segment where like all the face women were just tagging in and out rapidly, just sitting there, just hitting move after move.
Yep.
I liked it. I think in this case, it made sense for Anna Jay to win if they're going to line her up to be the next challenger for the TBS title. You can say she's already beat Sky Blue, so she's the next natural thing is to go after the TBS title. So.
Yep.
Side note, who doesn't want to see Stokely get Statlander as his girl? I want to see Stokely manage.
I want to see it too.
I don't care.
Oh, come on. Statlander's personality is Stokely's best personality. That's a match for like
I don't care because it's going to be on ROH and I don't have RO.
No, they're going to show it on TV. Like Statlander will be on TV.
But what I'm saying is most of the story's playing out on ROH, so I'm not invested in it. Is all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm invested in it. I've only seen it on Collision and Dynamite. So
yeah. Okay.
Moving right along.
Yeah, moving right along. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, so we go to a video package with Wheeler Yuta. Next.
Yeah, let's skip it.
Yeah, let's skip it. Let's go to our Undisputed Kingdom member, Roderick Strong versus...
This is what Caleb has been waiting for.
Yes. Versus Brian Keith. Here's some of my notes. Finally glad to see a more serious version of Roderick Strong. I feel like we are watching 05 to about 2010 Ring of Honor and how they ran ramshot through Ring of Honor as the Kingdom. It's just awesome. It made my Ring of Honor heart beat an extra beat, which, you know, I probably should see a doctor about, but, I'll say this. I'm really glad I'm seeing more of Brian Keith. He's growing on me a lot. I like him because he's very old school, like not even 80s old school. We're talking like 70s, probably in Texas, like, world-class championship wrestling. Like,
he is a cowboy, so
he is a cowboy, a headhunter or body hunter or whatever he calls himself. Adam Cole gets the mic. He's not worried about the fans' respect. He doesn't. He's just sings the praises of his entire faction, uses the royal we, if you will. Canada Dry, you go first. Thoughts on the fifth match?
Okay, so first of all, let me comment on Roderick Strong is the man.
Yeah.
To take Orange Cassidy's international title.
Nope.
I think it would be a beautiful thing if Roderick Strong.
He just beat John Moxley. That would be dumb.
Sorry, it is my turn to talk. You may talk on your turn. So yeah, I want to see him win the title. And also, Brian Keith, why the hell is his pants up so high? Is he taking Shawn Michaels lessons or what?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I like this promo. This was a quick match, quick win for Roddy.
Yeah.
Now you may talk, Mr. Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah. Your turn, Mr. Rich.
I think what Canada Dry thought was stupid. The match was okay. Brian Keith is a damn good wrestler, and he's been
they think highly of him because he's on everything lately.
Well, he's been cutting his teeth real good on ROH, from my understanding. But he's
been Collision, he's been Dynamite. He's on everything.
He's solid though. Like, he's one of those guys going to come in and make your other guys look good, which is what you want. Which is what you want for Roddy here. So it was a good match. It made him look strong. Promo afterwards, I mean, Adam Cole's good on the mic. It wasn't his best work, but at least you got to hear from the guy. He's not just on the sideline until whenever his leg decides to be healed.
Yeah. I mean,
the interesting thing they said about Wardlow is like, we will win the world title. It's like teasing that.
I mean, listen, unless you got recently hit in the head with a frying pan, if you don't even remember what your name is, you can see this coming. You knew it the minute that Wardlow showed his face in that faction for no association whatsoever other than a pure hatred of MJF. Anyways.
You know what I'd like to see, though? I'd like to see Wardlow turn on them before they can turn on him.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe.
So I missed this match. I had to step out for a second. But I want to speak to what Canada Dry said. The only reason I want to see Roddy win the international title is if they treat him like he did when he was the TV champion and just call it the Roddy World Tour, especially if he's the international champion.
Yep.
You can tell Rich what he said is dumb as well.
He has an opinion.
I think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb that we had a year of Orange Cassidy as champion and then we went right back to the well doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But you also self-admittedly are an Orange Cassidy hater.
Yes, I am.
You go to the meetings, you hand out the buttons.
I don't think it's just his matches are all the same. Like, he plays like the character where he just gets beat up for 90% of the match and then wins at the end. And
this title reign is nowhere near as good as his last one.
No, because he doesn't have any competition.
It's also the focus.
Beat everybody.
Yeah, that's what happens.
The focus.
That's what happens when you just have them beat the bad guy of the week instead of telling prolonged stories with the title.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that the international title is getting a little bit less of a spotlight now because of the Continental Crown.
Sure,
maybe a little bit. I mean, anything's possible.
Well, and Christian Cage is bringing the TNT title back too, so
yeah,
I think that there's more even distribution.
And also,
it'll shine.
Yeah,
and also, Justin Timberlake is bringing sexy back. You guys know about that, right?
Oh yeah, I heard through the grapevine.
Yeah,
that was like 15 years ago.
Oh,
probably more than that at this point.
Oh,
we're doing a time, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Okay, I'm a little off.
It's okay. You're in Canada. We know you're a little.
Yeah. My girlfriend at the time, when this was popular, she made that a ringtone whenever I called. So,
there you go.
Oh,
but she cheated on me. So how sexy could I have been?
her loss.
Yep, her loss.
All right, so let's go to Renee. She's with you.
If you're watching the podcast, hi, Becky.
Deonna Purrazzo is in the back, the virtuosa. She's going to debut on Collision. She'll send the highlight reel to Toni Storm so she knows what she has to deal with. And then Red Velvet comes out, and she's like, hey, maybe we can mix it up. And Deonna Purrazzo, I thought she said no and left.
I'm not sure what she said.
Okay.
It was so weird.
She asked if her right arm was her stirring arm.
Oh, yeah.
And then
her strong arm or something like that.
She said, good to know.
Yeah.
And that's when Renee was like, you might want to watch out.
Segment was dumb.
Okay.
My thing is, Red Velvet comes in and is like, oh, you're making your debut on Collision? Well, so am I. well, then why don't you just it just felt like they were supposed to be in 2 different matches. She's like, you know what? Like, let's have a match. Like, it felt very disjointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather just like keep Red Velvet out of this segment.
Yeah.
And just have her show up on that day. You don't need her.
Okay.
She's fodder at this point anyways.
We get Sting and Darby Allin. We got Takeshita, Powerhouse Hobbs, Texas Tornado match. Here is some of my notes. This is going to be a slobber knocker because JR was on the mic, doing commentary with the team, which I thought was awesome. Gave it that big fight feel to it, which, wow. Anyways.
Let me just say this. JR did a great job tonight.
Oh, he did a fantastic job.
I missed hearing him.
Dude, my favorite thing from JR is we can't bitch about the rules because there are none.
That was good.
So we get no waiting. These men start smashing right into each other. If you see a stage road case and they got caster wheels on them, you're going to go for a ride. Powerhouse Hobbs, take it for a ride. Takeshita is a chest chopping machine. Love the rolling German suplex. God, I'm glad he has that in his repertoire. And I don't know if it's legal in Jacksonville, Florida to toss people around, but they grabbed him and tossed Darby Allin literally across the ring. Literally.
I don't know what's worse, him getting tossed into the ropes or that rolling German that he took on the outside from Takeshita.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wonder, Caleb, he posted this picture, Jinder versus Hook tonight, and that they didn't play this match. I don't know what's going on.
That's going to be on Celebrity Deathmatch.
All right.
Flair's getting in on the action. Dirty game. We get a New Jack coffin drop from the top of the bleachers.
Yeah.
And then
Takeshita did not catch.
Yeah. Well, by the way, kind of laid that bullshit right there. He just was like, woo!
Is this my job?
He did
I do that.
He did a mini Samoa Nope on that one.
Like, as long as one open, and he goes, not so fast. We get a Scorpion death drop off of the ledge of the first part of the balcony, and Sting took a table shot. And to be honest with you, I am very concerned for this man's life. Like,
I love Sting.
Yeah.
Keep him away from tables for my sanity.
He's
please.
got some more tables to go through in his next match, okay?
I know.
Oh, God.
I'm scared of what he's going to do at Revolution.
For my next match, I am going to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to light myself on fire.
So Sting is rolled into the ring. Doug Sampson was there, and you knew that something wasn't just right with Sting. But after a few minutes of being on the ground and trying to get up and walk around, and he obviously got concussed. Tony Schiavone decides to step in and say, Sting, March, blah, 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 is right around the corner. Who are you going to fight? And he sticks them, and then we get super kick party. It's the Young Bucks, or as I call them, the mustachioed Bucks. And Sting still looked confused.
He sure did.
Yeah.
He's like, who are these guys?
Yeah. And I think that's what we're going to get. We're not going to get Sting's last match. We're going to get Sting's last tag team match.
Yeah, and I kind of felt that. Like, he needs the protection at this point.
Yeah. So hit us up, Canada Dry. Tell us what you thought of the main event.
I thought it was super fun. Yeah, you mentioned the Darby thing, being with a rag doll. Ric Flair getting in there. It was a good, fun match. Takeshita and Hobbs, they all look good. those mustaches on the Young Bucks though. Douche City.
Yeah,
exactly.
That should be their new ring entrance. Douche City. We built this city on douches. I don't know.
I love you, Canada Drive. Lord Ryan, Rich, your thoughts on the main event?
Main event was fun. The rolling German to Darby, the Scorpion death drop off the platform through two tables, like just ridiculous. Like Sting, man, he's coming out with bang. Like his whole run with AEW, I have been so surprised at the bumps this man has taken.
Yeah.
Like, good God, you don't even care about retirement at this point, do you?
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. And I swear the Young Bucks, when they came out, look like they're about to drop the hottest yacht rock album of the 80s that anyone's ever done.
It was like, it felt like they should have came out to like some Miami Vice or something.
I wanted
like
some
that.
Hall Notes or something back there, like something.
If you like pina coladas, I'm taking walks.
You like pina coladas. I'm getting caught
And being a douchebag.
GM Joe, your thoughts on the main event?
Yeah, I enjoyed this match. It was so fun. And like Lord Ryan Rich said, like Sting is he has like no inhibitions. He's just out there living life.
Yeah.
I feel like he took like all that time he saved in WCW where he didn't do anything. He's like, let's just go all out and do it. Come on. It's what it feels like. And I'm here for it. Like you said, Sting's like one of my two favorite wrestlers of all time. Yeah. One of the main reasons why I love wrestling is because of Sting.
Yeah.
So
it's just
I will never say a bad thing about that man.
Nope.
It's hard to. I'll say this. I think how they're letting him go into the Wild Blue Yonder in this farewell tour. I think they're doing an amazing job with it. I mean, I love the reverence that they're making it seem like, hey, next week we're going to be in Des Moines, Iowa. This is the last time you're going to be able to see Sting.
Wouldn't it suck if Ric Flair betrays him and costs him the match?
You know, I thought about like part of this crossed my mind. Like Revolution, like you have Flair around, and at Revolution, you have him costing the match, and then he'd be like, "I should have been your last match." Yeah. And then we get a match later on down the road between them two. But I don't want to see that because for as good as Sting is, Flair's on the other side of the spectrum right now. As in terms of health.
Flair could literally die tomorrow. Like, but we wouldn't all be surprised.
You know what would have really been cool is if Andrade was still in AEW.
Yeah.
And Andrade was Flair's handpicked person to face Sting in his last match.
Yeah.
That could have been cool.
He definitely needs the protection, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But they were very smart with this, very clever.
Yeah.
By not revealing that it's going to be a tag match until kind of hinting at it tonight.
Yeah.
Because you pretty much sold it out already. Like no backstage.
Yeah.
I don't really care though because they just want to see Sting. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is.
You don't think it would have affected ticket sales if they would have said it's a tag match to begin with?
No, not at all.
But I think
it's been doing nothing but tag matches.
But I think it's still clever that they didn't reveal this till now.
Well, yeah, I think it works too because, like, I heard rumors that the Bucks were in Jacksonville tonight.
Yeah,
I did as well.
I never once thought they were going to come out and challenge Sting to a match.
No,
I thought when this match started, like, well, they haven't showed up yet. Are they coming out?
Yeah,
you thought maybe they are just backstage, just to be backstage.
No, I thought they were coming out to involve themselves in the finish somehow.
Yeah.
But this works.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be amazing on the last match at Revolution with having the most important people that made him who he is. Like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat should be there and should be in the corner. And to be honest with you, if you have all these great rivals and they all kind of get into a schmoz with, with
The Bucks.
with the Bucks, I mean,
See, what you could do is you could dress the Bucks up like Hulk Hogan. And you can bring in Bret Hart as the special guest referee.
We'll see. Like, look, you can
And
bring
do
in
the WCW finish again.
just going from Sting's history. You have Flair.
yeah,
You could bring in Bret. You could
Yeah.
go get Muda.
yeah,
You could go get Ricky.
yeah,
You get Luger.
Luger's a little.
I know. I'm just saying you could.
You could, yes.
I mean, you could, but
Luger's still,
He's still out on the circuit doing stuff.
yeah, they're still friends. He's
he's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean,
has he?
he's super religious.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But is he out? Is he Donald Trump religious?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do when Miss Elizabeth passed away.
Yeah. Well, that in the
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with being religious, but being like anti-gay and send the Mexicans back to Mexico. And all that stuff.
He is so far to the right that he couldn't compete in NASCAR because all you do is turn left. I mean, that's how that guy is right.
That's not true. They have road courses, JFB. They turn right every once in a while.
I enjoy the road course NASCAR a little bit better than the circle tracks.
See, I personally enjoy like Bristol, like super speedway, where it's just like a half-mile sprint and just go.
Yeah. Well, you're talking to a Formula One guy here, so all it is road courses. There is no driving.
You know what I really miss was the Kart World Series. It isn't quite what it used to be.
No, it's not. No. IndyCar is horrendous.
Yeah,
you know why? Because there's like 9,000 teams.
Yeah, IndyCar is like
also that like NASCAR, like they don't know how to promote their stars anymore.
No.
Like you don't have an Intimidator anymore. You don't have a King Petty anymore.
Yeah.
You have cars and brands. You don't have stars.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll get off my soapbox.
This is Banner NASCAR Corner. We'll see you next week when Joe Graham says.
Let you know who my favorite NASCAR driver is next week.
Yeah, we'll do.
Come back next week for more.
Smoke them if you got them.
Bum them if you don't.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the part where we give our flowers. Favorite segment, favorite match, number of bells. And as always, we start with Candy Dry.
All right, my favorite match in this. This is tough. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with the women's match.
Okay.
I liked Anna Jay with the Brody Lee shirt.
Yeah,
and she was looking fine. I gotta say,
slick, bro.
She was looking fine. So yeah, I'm gonna give that my favorite match, and I'm going to give my favorite segment to the Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah,
and gonna give this the Brody Lee flavor 4.37.
Okay. Lord Ryan Rich.
My favorite match is also the women's match.
Excellent.
And
women are nice.
And we're gonna keep the love for the ladies going, as my favorite segment was the Timeless Tony Storm segment.
I like it.
Just so funny, and the way she reacts to Mariah May is she's doing the best work she's ever done. Like when she stumbled into this and has just found gold.
Yep.
So that's my segment of the night. Overall, I think the show is weaker than what it has been since like the start of the couple weeks before World's End. So I'm gonna give this a 3.75 bells.
Okay. GM Joe.
My favorite match is the opener, Hangman Page and Claudio.
Yeah.
Love that match. My favorite segment is the Bucks coming back.
Ooh.
Like, when you're able, like, there's not many times where you can just come out, not say a word, and you can sell a match. Look at Triple H and Taker when they set up their Mania match.
Yeah.
They just literally pointed at the Mania sign.
Yeah.
Like for Sting's last match, with him and Darby to go against one of the best teams in AEW, who have a history of just great tag matches. I'm looking forward to see the build and see what happens. And I'm with Lord Ryan Rich on this. I was leaning towards like 3.75. Felt like one of their weaker shows. Not that that's a bad thing, but just compared to what we've been getting recently. So, yeah. 3.7.
And I realized I screwed up. My segment of the night is actually Samoa Joe.
Okay.
But just brain fart. Yeah, Samoa Joe. Definitely the segment of the night.
Okay. My favorite match was the women's match. I love seeing women prosper in professional wrestling that are not used as sex objects.
Yeah, and 8 of them.
I mean, yeah, but it was.
You got to showcase a lot of people on your show.
And you got to give Anna Jay the rub. And she got the shine.
I'll give her the rub already.
Oh, my favorite segment was Samoa Joe because I've been a Joe fan a year or two before he joined Ring of Honor. I've been a Joe fan ever since. I've followed that man's career. He is amazing, and I'm glad that there's a new generation getting to see what I have seen for 20 plus years. I mean, so my favorite segment. So that's my favorite segment.
It's supposed to say wife.
Yeah.
What's your bell rating?
You guys are really gracious and gratuitous when it came to bells. This thing, it reminds me of like an organic soda. Ooh. You get this soda and it's well crafted and it tastes great and you got a lot of fizz on it and you pour it into a glass and you go get a paper towel and you come back and the fizz is completely gone. That's how flat this was. 3 bells is what the JFB is going to get. So what is our cumulative score?
3.7175.
It's respectable. It's respectable.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had one on the higher side, one on the lower side, and then me and Joe kind of in the middle.
I don't think you have to put bangers out every single week because if you put bangers out every single week, like imagine what that pay-per-view has to be like.
But here's the problem with the show, right? The show has been advertised as Homecoming. We're coming back to Daly's Place. And then it took a wonky turn where it was like, oh, by the way, Brody Lee, and he died. And it went to like, okay, well, now is it a Brody Lee show or is it Homecoming?
Yeah, they had 2 tributes, Anna Jay and...
Yeah. But it just didn't make – that's the problem. It felt so disjointed throughout the entire –
Yeah, they definitely should have said, we will be having 2 Brody Lee 8-man tribute matches is what you should have called them, 2 women and the men.
Yeah.
We should have just went out.
Call it what it is. Exactly. Call it what it is.
Yeah. It was obvious to us, though, what it was, but they should have said it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, guys, there's multiple ways to get in touch with us. All our information is right below because I don't want to pitter-patter and ring-a-ring-a-ring. I want to go ahead and get to the just keep fighting speech because I love that speech. So, on behalf of Canada Dry, Lord Ryan Rich, GM Joe, I am the JFB.
So it's a brand new year. And I want you to know that the great deception is that depression always wins.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. It's really easy to hurt yourself and to hate yourself. It's the living that it's incredibly hard, and it takes strength, it takes tenacity, it takes fortitude, and you just have to rely on your friends. They're like lightning rods to your soul. So reach out to your friends, reach out to a relationship. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you a survivor. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Do not gloat over me, my enemy. I will rise and just keep fighting.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Let's hit it.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.